Two Texas congressmen
We've got a long way to go.
had a long way to go, about 1,600 miles from San Antonio to Washington.
Our deadline, it was like a cannonball run. We got there with 30 minutes to spare.
But both congressmen are from two separate political parties.
What I think was exciting for people was that it was a Democrat and a Republican at a time that you have historic political division in this country.
What started as a canceled flight for Republican Congressman Will Hurd ended up in a two-day road trip for both state representatives headed their way to the U.S. Capitol. But during their 36-hour road trip, it was no surprise that there might have been some disagreements.
Will I could not stand his driving. If the speed limit was 70, he was doing 52 miles an hour. If there was a coffee shop, he stopped at it. At that rate, we were not only going to miss votes, we were going to miss most of this session of Congress.
The two received about 2.5 million viewers where they discussed topics from healthcare to the military to immigration to simply just wanting to stop for donuts.
Look, I would have thought you liked donuts, man.
But this growing friendship is more than just long road conversations.
It developed the basis for a working relationship where we're actually going to get something done.
The two signed on to each other's legislation at the U.S. Capitol. Congressman O'Rourke signed on to Hurd's legislation that would allow law enforcement agencies to prioritize veterans with hiring. And Congressman Hurd signed O'Rourke's act that would allow barred family members of U.S. citizens go before a federal judge to decide if they can return to the U.S.
I learned that I spend too much time with other Democrats, and that spending time with a Republican is a way for me to more effectively represent my constituents.